Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a pick a card reading on why you met them, and this can obviously be a romantic connection, but it can also be work colleagues, friends, pretty much anyone that you can think of. And we have 3 piles to choose from. With pile 1 we have this purple star, and I can't remember how to pronounce that one. I believe that this is zebra jasper, this cloud, for pile 2. And then pile 3 we have this piece of spirit quartz. So feel free to pause the video if you need to, and yeah, you can choose more than one if you want to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this purple star. I'm going to double check what the name of the crystal is, and I will pop it up in subtitles underneath. This is also the card that you chose with your crystal, which is Get Creative. So this particular card talks about our creative expression and everything that goes with that. It's linked with the element of water, and so it's all to do with our emotions, our creative expression and such like. So this person that you're talking about may have come in to help you with your creative expression and support you in some way, or there is something that you are learning through being in contact with them that is sparking that creative essence within you to go down a different avenue, or to pursue something that you've been wanting to do but put off, or something along those lines. There's really something about tapping into that sacral chakra energy and being able to really show up and allow yourself to be seen in your creative endeavors, because it's part of being human is being creative. We're naturally that way. We naturally want to make things and to express ourselves, but in the hubbub of life, it can be really easy to forget that and become disconnected from that part of ourselves, because even from a young age we absorb any cultural stigmas around us, to do with arts and creativity, or that it's not it's making me think of an artist or of any kind, whether it be a musician or a painter or something like that. It's those sorts of careers aren't always viewed as a real job, and that can kind of make us dampen down our light and not shine as brightly as we could, and not follow our dreams and desires in the same sort of way as we would do otherwise. So there may be something about that for you as well, because obviously people can make money with doing things like that, even when it comes to writing or to do with rearranging a house, like feng shui, or even painting and decorating. Those sorts of things, they're all creative pursuits. So there is really something about that. And with the symbology that we have in the imagery on the card, we have crow's wings either side here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that because of my lighting, but the crow teaches us how to approach our current life with a creative edge, and the crow has a very keen eye as well. I know it's magpies that do it, but it's making me think of like that shiny object syndrome, being able to pick something out from a distance that works really well, or that's really attractive. But this can also relate to solving problems and using really inventive ways to kind of meet your needs, and possibly even the needs of others. So Sorry, I've still got a funny throat that I'm trying to work with here, so I apologise if I sound funny. But the flower that we have here is an iris, I believe, and that's to do with using our feelings as a gateway for artistic expression, because they come in all colours of the rainbow. So it can be to do with your artistic expression as well, being represented there. And the crystal, which is, I presume, is supposed to be this bit around here, the edging, is actually orange calcite, which is all linked with your sacral chakra, and really that connection that we have with our creativity, but also with our womb energy as well. And it can be to do with, it can link with childhood wounds as well around creativity. So if you've been finding that you're having blockages or anything like that with your creativity, but there is really something about this person that you're inquiring about is really linked with your creativity, whether that be that they are helping you through work, or they're helping you in some other way to kind of tap into that creative energy. Or it could even signify that it's someone that you've met through work as well. So that should kind of give you a little bit of information as to hopefully whether this is your reading. So we're going to get into the tarot now and see why it is that you've met them. I think that's kind of an overview that we've covered already, but I like the way that it links with the shape of the crystal that you chose as well. There's something about being in the limelight and being seen and being a star. So it may be that they are helping to lead you on a path that is going to lead you to success as well. Or it could be that they have a significant sway or standing within your social group or on a wider base as well. Because it's all about kind of being in that limelight and being respected and seen and valued for what's being brought to the picture, like the creative side of things. So, Spirit, why is pile 1 at this person? Pile 1 at this person, please. And we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. What else, please, Spirit? Where have they met them? Where have they met this person? And we have the Sovereign of Coins. I'm going to have to double check what the Sovereign of Coins is, because I haven't had this deck long. And I can't remember the different ones because they've got different names in this deck, just to keep me on my toes. What else, please, Spirit? Nine of Cups. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Why have they met them? Why have my pile 1s met this person? And we have the Seeker of Swords. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Pillar. So, I'm just going to squeeze that over there. And I will double check 2 cards and what they are. So, as I should have guessed, Sovereign of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seeker of Swords is the Page, I think it was. Yes, Page of Swords. And the Pillar is the Empress. So, they've come into your life to help you break through the blockages that you've had around your creative work, and reconnecting with those parts of yourself. Those, to me, the Six of Cups speaks about our inner child, and because it talks of nostalgia and remembering the good times and reconnecting with those from our past. So this person could even be someone that you've reconnected with from your past. They don't have to be, but it's a possibility for some of you. But to me, this really speaks about that connection with ourselves and our younger selves. And with it being in reverse, it's something that's been blocked for you. But because of the blockage that you've had around your younger self and around your creative pursuits and emotional expression, it's led you to have a bit of a blockage around abundance and being able to truly manifest a life that you are content with and happy with. So they've come in, or coming in, if you haven't met them already, to help you work through those blockages. It may be that they are helping you from a career perspective, or it may be that they are helping and acting as a trigger to help you heal these parts of yourself. Because with the Nine of Cups here, the Nine of Cups to me speaks about having everything that you need and want emotionally, but also being on your own. So to me, this speaks of a single person normally who is completely independent. You don't have to be single, but it's just something that I associate with the card. But being independent and being able to fill your own cup and not needing someone else to pour into it. And really starting to seek that clarity. They're helping you with this, to be able to find your wish fulfillment and your real emotional abundance and emotional expression. They're here to help you with all of that and to be able to get the clarity around it. So whether you've been struggling to see where the limiting beliefs have come from or something along those lines, but they're helping you to really step into your Empress energy, which is all about abundance and having that rich, fulfilling life and being able to draw everything to you. Because the Empress isn't about taking action. She's a divine feminine energy. And she's normally depicted with children running around because she symbolises fertility and just everything that is abundant in life, whether it be abundance of happiness, abundance of money, abundance of joy and healing and being surrounded by your loved ones. So they're really helping you to heal any past wounds and remove these blockages that have been holding you back and stopping you from being able to really kind of step into yourself in an empowered way. So if you've been feeling kind of stuck in a victim mentality sort of mindset, then they're here to help you with that and to help you to find your power and it feels very much like it's to do with not only your creativity but also being able to more fully step into your financial abundance as well, because the Queen of Coins is all about the divine feminine aspect of the material world. So it's that thing of receiving and being able to accept help from others and to accept gifts, and just to truly be able to surrender and receive. I've had to pause the reading a couple of times because my throat has been worse once I've tapped into your energy than it has been for the last few days. So I'm also wondering whether you have trouble communicating when it comes to your creative ideas and the things that you want to put forwards into the world, whether you have trouble tapping into that and really expressing it to others, which would be part of your blockages that you're working through. But it's really kind of showing up on an energetic level and sitting in my throat chakra. So you may find working with blue lace agate to be helpful, because that all works with your throat chakra. And obviously orange calcite as well, that just came up in your oracle card as well. So yes, that's the basics of why you've met this person. Oh, I'm so sorry about my throat. I feel completely fine otherwise. I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm just going to finish out your reading with an oracle card, which is going to have messages for you, and there's also a crystal as well on this one. So what messages do you have to support my pile ones, please, Spirit? What would support my pile ones right now? And we have that one, which is lapis lazuli, which is linked with the third eye chakra and consciousness. Where can I put that one? I'm going to pop him up there. So I'm just going to grab the guidebook for you, because I can't remember the whole meanings of this. Also, the number 2 may be significant to you, because that's the number that's on here. And I keep being drawn to the Om symbol as well, which is making me think of meditation. So meditation might be helpful for you to kind of quiet the monkey mind if you've got a lot of negative beliefs coming up that are kind of taking over your thought process and almost running the show. Then meditation might be helpful for you. So page 19, I just need to find this in the guidebook. And then I will attempt to read it without croaking too much. So the key words are clarity, awareness, and deep knowing. Consciousness has many layers that all relate to your state of awareness. Are you proactively aware of what you feel, observe, and experience? Do you process experiences more subconsciously via dreams, or are you fully aware and transcending into high consciousness by accessing your higher self and intuition consciously and subconsciously? In order to access different levels of your consciousness, you may be able to open and activate your third eye chakra, which is located in your pineal gland, high in the center of your forehead. Your third eye chakra is the bridge between you and wisdom that leads to incredible insight. This higher level of consciousness offers you a dose of deep understanding and knowing that already exists within you. Lapis lazuli is a powerful stone for creativity and strengthens clarity in thinking and communication. It opens up your third eye chakra to welcome in enlightenment and helps you arrive at your true spiritual destiny. When lapis lazuli activates your third eye chakra, it allows you to access the deep knowledge that is embedded in your higher consciousness, enabling you to be the ultimate truth seeker. I love how that fits with everything else that's come up in your reading. So, yes, I know I said blue lace agate, but you could also be using lapis lazuli, because obviously that's come up in your card. But yes, it's all very much about your creativity. So I hope that this has been helpful to you, and thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all supports the channel. And I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is your reading if you chose the Zebra Jasper, which I'm going to pop up there for you. And this is the card that you chose that goes with it, which is Manifest. So this is really making me think of it. It feels like the person that you're inquiring about are in your life, and you've met them because you've manifested them. They are what you have been drawing in, because this particular card talks about a period of time where your manifestation work is extra potent, and being able to draw what you want to you. So it feels like you would have worked through maybe any anxieties or blockages that you would have had that was preventing them from coming to you. But it's something that you would have asked the universe for, at least in some form. And this is the universe kind of showing up and going, here you go, this is who you asked for. So yeah, it's really strongly coming through that it was something, there's someone that you've manifested into your life and that you've asked the universe for. It might be that they've not turned up in the way that you thought they would, or they're not quite what you were expecting. So it may be that you've asked for this or something better, and the universe has provided you with something that holds qualities that you weren't anticipating or didn't realize that you wanted or needed until this person has come into your life, or comes into your life if you haven't met them already. So when it comes to the imagery and the symbology of the card here, I want to call it a bison, but I don't think it is. I think it has another name in the guidebook, but we're going to call it a bison. This is known as I think it's a keystone species, which means that the entire ecosystem depends on it for stability. So this really speaks about the impact that it has on its environment. So you may have you're one of those people that walks into a room and everyone notices you. There's something quite profound and impactful about you. It may be the way that you present yourself, in the way that you dress, or it may be the way that you communicate with others. But there is something about you that naturally draws people to you and look at you as though you're a leader. Although you may not ask for that, you have a natural ability to really impact those around you and draw people to you, because there's something very, very interconnected. So you may find it easy to talk to pretty much anyone. You may be one of those people that can talk to anyone about anything, and you always have a piece of knowledge that you can bring to the table that is relevant to the conversation and relevant to the people that you are there with, regardless of the situation that you're in. Sorry, my throat's going again. But you're very powerful in the way that you show up and the way that you interact with people. And you almost serve as a light to others in the way that you can guide them in how they think and see things. So people may look to you for advice or really highly value your opinion. And the crystal that's in this card, around the edge there, is pyrite, which is also nicknamed as fool's gold because of the colour of it. But it's very good for, it's a manifestation stone. It's a stone of abundance as well. So there is something also in this card about how you know when to take action on things as well, because manifestation work, we still have to put something into it. It's not just that we make a list and the universe brings it to us. We have to be open to it, open to receiving, and we quite often have to take action steps towards it as well. So you might be quite a go-getter at the same time, which is what's helping to really magnetize these things to you and this person to you as well. And really feeling like you are worthy of what you're manifesting. So if you find that you're questioning, obviously because you're here, you're questioning why this person is in your life, you're being asked to focus on the positives and believe that you are worthy of this manifestation. If it's what you still truly desire, then make sure that you stay in this energy of acceptance and receiving, and just don't question it too much, because it is what you've been desiring and wanting to bring in. So we're going to use the tarot to get a bit more information about why this person has come into your life and why you've met them. I'm still getting the hang of this deck. So bear with me while I do the shuffly part. I'm going to do it once more. I don't know why I struggle so much with large cards, trying to shuffle them like this. And they're not even that big compared to some of the other decks. But they are so beautiful. Right, so why has my pile twos met them, please, Spirit? Why have my pile twos met them? Why have they met the person they're inquiring about? And we have the Five of Swords. Why have my pile twos met this person, please, Spirit? Why have my pile twos met this person, please? Why have my pile twos met this person? It might not have been very straightforward, them coming in, because the cards are quite all over the place and messy, but they aren't really dropping out. So it might have been something that you've been wanting to manifest for quite some time. The Hanged Man. But there were blockages and things in the way that were stopping them from coming into your life. So you may have been waiting and wanting this for quite some time, which is why you're questioning whether it's really here. So it's a little extra thing that might be going on for you, pile two. Why have they met this person, please? Why have my pile twos met this person? And we have Strength. Why have my pile twos met this person? Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Why have my pile twos met this person? Why have my pile twos met this person, please? And we have Temperance. And let's take a look on the back of the deck. And we've got the Nine of Swords on the back of the deck. I'm just going to squeeze that in over there. So they're here to help you gain a new perspective. You may have been feeling kind of I'm trying to think of the wording. It's almost like a chaotic sort of conflict going on within you and within your mind space and how you're seeing things and thinking about things. So you may have been questioning whether this manifestation was ever going to come about, and now that it's here, questioning whether you are worthy of it and whether it's really meant for you. Because I keep being drawn to the heart in the center of this imagery. So yeah, there's just really something quite chaotic that's been going on. But I think that it feels like they're here to help you heal that and to help you kind of break through those last barriers and to pull those swords out so that you don't feel so conflicted within yourself anymore. And with this Hanged Man, obviously the Hanged Man is all about gaining new perspectives and seeing things differently and being able to kind of sit in that period of waiting and reflection. But it's also, I've not seen one before with this rose on, and it's making me think, because of I know the circle is only around the top of the bud of the rose, but it's making me think of, you know, that rose in Beauty and the Beast that's underneath that glass dome with the petals falling off of it as the beast is running out of time to fall in love, or to get Belle to fall in love with him. And it feels like there's something significant there in this process. So this may be a romantic connection that you're inquiring about. Obviously it doesn't have to be. But there is something about even loving yourself and believing that you are worthy of love and worthy of your manifestations, because you do have the strength and the perseverance and the courage to continue and to push through any of these last blockages that have been holding you back. It's just a matter of time and remembering to pace yourself, because you have these swords to pull out, and even with the Nine of Swords here, with the anxiety, for me it's the anxiety card, there is something about pushing through those last things and helping you to, they've come here to help you heal. They're what you've wanted and you've manifest to you. Or even if this isn't a completely undesirable situation and you don't actually want this person in your life, you've manifested them to you by the way that you are thinking, whether you are coming from a fear mindset and having that internal conflict within yourself as to whether you are truly worthy of this kind of a true authentic connection with someone, because it feels like this would be more about a person than a situation. But there is something very healing within this that is going to help you to shift that mindset and really kind of dig deep to do those last bits of healing work and really make that shift, because you aren't going to be the same after this experience that you're having with this person that you're inquiring about. It's going to help you grow, learn and change. Even if it's not what you're intending to do from this situation, it's what's going to come about, because we have two of the major arcana cards come out here with the Strength and Temperance card. So there is something very, very healing and very significant about this connection and this person that you're inquiring about. And I forgot to include that one as well, because you've got the Hanged Man. So, and even in the deck, it's like a progression that you're going through, because the Hanged Man comes before Temperance in the deck. I think that's right. Yeah, the Hanged Man comes before Temperance. So things might be a little bit jumbled, but you are in a slow progression, or a progression, moving forwards within this connection. And there is a lot of healing taking place. So remember to be gentle with yourself and to stay focused on the positive while you're doing this work of healing and working through your anxieties and things like that, because our anxieties are things that can, or our anxieties and fears are things that can get in the way of our true manifestation that we want. And because if we're focusing on the lack, then it's more lack that comes to us rather than abundance. And because you're in this phase of manifestation where your ability to manifest has been heightened, be mindful of what it is that you're drawing to you. Because although we have 3 major arcana that have come out, the only 2 minor arcana are both swords, which is all to do with your mental space and how you're thinking about things, because how we think affects how we feel, and then how we feel affects our electromagnetic field, which is all to do with our heart center, which then is the vibration that we give out into the world. And also, there's something about this cloud and allowing yourself to really daydream and imagine the best possible outcome, how you want things to really go, how it would feel if everything fell into place and went in the right direction and what you truly wanted. How would it feel to have that? Allow yourself to daydream and to really kind of get lost in the feeling of that as well. I think that would be really helpful for you. So I'm just going to, before we close out your reading, we're going to get one of these oracle cards for you, which is also going to include a crystal that you can work with that will be helpful for you at the moment. And there's also going to be a message from it as well. So, Spirit, what crystal or message do you have for my pile? And that one's sticking out, so we're going to take that one. So we have citrine with clarity and the sun. I'm going to move that over. So citrine is this little guy. It's linked with your solar plexus, which is all about your willpower, energy levels, and confidence, and really putting yourself out there. This one's particularly light in colour because it's natural, not heat treated. You can get heat treated ones. I'll put my teeth in. Heat treated ones, which are they're darker in colour, and they can even go to sort of like a reddish brown sort of colour, because of how it reacts with the heat. But a natural citrine is very light yellow. And the number that's on the card is 18. So 18 might be significant to you. It might be a birthday or a significant date. So the keywords are revitalization, self-expression, and release. In order to align ourselves energetically and emotionally, we seek clarity, which gives strength and purpose when navigating the highs and lows of our lives and provides a beacon to strive towards. At times, your sense of clarity can be dulled, most likely due to a feeling that you are out of control. Most often than not, this sense of powerlessness or lack of direction comes from an egotistical place. The belief that brings are happening to you, not for you. Yeah, that thing's a... I'm going to read that again because I didn't quite say that correctly, did I? More often than not, this sense of powerlessness or lack of direction comes from an egotistical place. The belief that things are happening to you, not for you. The sun is represented astrologically as your vitality and inherent soul desires. A simple way to reconnect with your own personal sense of clarity is by recharging in the sunlight or taking some time to lighten your spirit and find pleasure in the simple joys. Much like your inner child would. The light and bright inner awakened child guides you towards what you want and need to evolve your spirit and experience true inner joy. Citrine is golden yellow and radiates positive, warming energies that propel you towards success and happiness and strength, your enthusiasm for living life and your future. With citrine, you will be able to move deeper into your awakening, as you will have greater clarity on your path towards enlightenment, much like the sun. Citrine is a very powerful cleansing and regenerating stone. So, hopefully that has been helpful to you. So your two crystals out of this would be citrine and the pyrite as well, if you want to work with crystals for help with this. But yes, that's why that's why you've met them. So I will stop waffling, and thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I am sending you so much love, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all helps out the channel. And I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the Piece of Spirit Quartz, which I'm going to pop up there. And this is your Oracle card that you also chose, which is Soul Work. So, this person is here to either help you to realign with your soul work or help you along your soul's journey, because this card really talks about getting swept up in everyday life and having to or needing to realign with our higher purpose, because we can lose sight while we're here in the earthly realm of what our soul work and soul purpose is. So this card is really here to help you, or signify. I don't know why, but I'm kind of losing. I already feel like my head is all over the place, tapping into your energy. So you may have gotten to the point where you feel like you're like this bee that's on it, and you are all over the place, running here and there, doing everything that's imaginable, and you've kind of lost contact and lost touch with that part of yourself that guides you on your soul's path. So there is something about really kind of checking in with yourself and checking in with your soul purpose, because it's not possible to be derailed from your soul path no matter where you are, but having that clarity to show up in an intentional way can help things go smoother and to kind of help you navigate that path more easily. So, and with the symbology of the bee, I know we already spoke about it a moment ago, but the other meanings for the bee can be one of being centered on one mission, which is to nurture the colony, because it goes out and collects all of the pollen. I forgot what it was called then. All of the pollen to take back to the hive and the colony. And because of there being different types of bees, they each have their own unique job, but it's all to serve the collective. And they can be used as an ally as well for our soul mission, because once we have an idea of what we're here for and what we're here to do and how we want to do it, they can teach us how to create a structure and productivity around that. So you may find it helpful to call on bees. Might be significant for you, and you might find it helpful to kind of call on their energy as a spirit guide if you do that kind of work, to help you on your mission. With the symbology here of the diamonds, because there is a diamond situated in the middle of the bee's back on there as well. So the diamonds it really talks about depth, because they come from the Earth's depths and produced through heat of volcanoes and cosmic collisions. So there is something about being under that pressure that really helps to shape you. And because diamonds aren't formed without pressure, so the pressure that you may feel like you're under at the moment, it's all there to help forge you into who you're destined to be, and part of your soul mission and soul growth and soul work here on Earth in this lifetime. So you may feel, and it's also making me think, because of the heat of the volcanoes, it's making me think of you being like a phoenix rising from the ashes and really kind of coming back and reinventing yourself. So yeah, there's just something so transformative about this connection and about where you are at the moment. And it feels important to also remember where you come from, whether it be something to do with family traditions, but there's something significant about your roots as well. So this can either be family traditions or something to do with your soul family and where it is that you've come from. If you associate with being a starseed, it could be to do with reconnecting with your soul family, your soul tribe, or really connecting and understanding and working with the energy of what kind of starseed you are as well, and really tapping into that and reconnecting with it. That could be really significant for you and helpful for you at the moment, because it also may help you to understand this particular connection that you are inquiring about as well, because there may be some kind of connection there. They might be part of your soul family or your soul tribe, or it may be that you've had previous lifetimes with them, whether it be here on Earth or on a different planet in a different galaxy. And with you picking the crystal, the spirit quartz piece over here, my brain is still going blank, but there's something about that and your connection with spirit as well that's really kind of coming through. So this might be, it really feels like this could be a highly spiritual connection that you're inquiring about, regardless of the semantics and how you've met them and what type of relationship and interactions you have with them. There is some kind of spiritual connection there as well. which is of significance and quite possibly part of why you've met them. So there may be some kind of soul mission involved, or some kind of soul contract that you had with them before coming here, and that's why you've met them, because you're fulfilling your soul contracts to each other. So I'm just going to shuffle these one more time, and then we'll get some tarot on this as well. And I apologise if my voice is funny. I'm still having throat issues. So let's get into this. Spirit, why have my pile threes met this person? Why have they met them? And we have Ten of Swords. Why have they met this person? And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. What else, please, Spirit? Why have they met this person? Why have they met this person, please, Spirit? And we have the Conqueror of Cups, which I believe is the King, but I will double check in a moment. Why have they met this person, please? And we have the Sovereign of Wands in reverse, which is the Queen of Wands. And on the back of the deck we have the Moon. It feels like they are here to... They're here to help you heal in some way. The Ten of Swords talks about being stabbed in the back and being betrayed. And with the Three of Wands here in reverse, the Three of Wands upright is very expansive energy, and it's almost like going out there into the world and going on an adventure. It's got a very adventurous kind of energy to it, and it's also a card of travel as well. But with it being in reverse, it feels like I think this is an energy that you're coming out of, if I'm honest. You may have been betrayed in the past, and it's made you kind of shy away from the world and shrink and go within and kind of put up those defensive walls to protect yourself. But with the Queen of Cups being here upright, there's something about them helping you to really kind of connect with your emotions. And then we have the Moon on the back of the deck here. So things that are hidden, things that are illuminated in the moonlight. So it's a very soft illumination. To me it can speak about our shadow selves and doing shadow work. But there is some kind of healing going on here. It could be around your creativity. I must admit, there is something... I don't really like doing, like saying the negative side of things, but there is a possibility for some of you that this person that you're inquiring about may not treat you very well, and there is a need to cut ties with them and kind of distance yourself from them, because it could be quite fiery in some ways. But there is, if this is blah, 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 if this is the case for you, then it's important that you follow your intuition by connecting with your soul purpose, your higher self, and your spirit team, and really kind of focusing on filling your own cup. Because although this is the Conqueror, I was going to check that one, wasn't I? That might be the King. But because of there being this solitary cup, I will double check it for you in a second, but because of there being this solitary cup here, and there's also, I think it's a, I can't remember if it's waxing or waning because I can't remember which way it goes, but there's a crescent moon here, which to me is kind of linking with the moon card that we have as well. So there's some kind of significance about emotionally making yourself an island in some way, and really kind of taking that step back. So the Conqueror is actually the Knight of Cups. So this would normally signify someone moving towards you with an offer. But there is something about being true to yourself and being able to accept every part of yourself. So they are either coming in to help you with that and to help you kind of heal by coming in with this offer, this cup. They're helping you to heal and move forwards. Or there is a need to be mindful and stay true to yourself with this connection. It's going to be different for different people that are watching this one. It feels quite divided. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to pull some clarifiers. I'm going to move those up. I'm going to keep that one out for the back of the deck energy. So we're going to clarify these to kind of see what's going on. So can I get a clarifier, please, Spirit, for the Ten of Swords? What are the main messages here that you want me to tell them? Tell them, Pole, please, about why they met this person. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Can I get a clarifier, please, for the Three of Wands? And we have Two of Swords. Oh my goodness. Five of Wands and the Ruler of Coins, which is the King. King of Coins. I don't know where I'm going to put them all. I'll sort that out in a second. Right, that goes with that one. And over this side, please, Spirit. Conqueror of Cups. Sovereign of Cups. Okay, that's interesting. What about the Sovereign of Wands, please, Spirit? The World. And on the back of the deck, we now have the Anchor. So there is a definite need for slowing down. Slowing down, taking that slow and steady progress, finding clarity and being able to make a plan, and to really kind of find that balance within yourself. So you met them to be able to find that perspective, being able to take a step back and really see things more clearly for what they are, and being able to clear out the things that aren't serving you. They may be a catalyst in this, regardless of the semantics, whether they whether they aren't treating you right, or whether they're here to kind of help you on your path and really kind of be there for you. There is something about this connection with this person that is going to help trigger that change and that shift in perspective, and to be able to close out old cycles and old patterns, and releasing the negative self-beliefs and things that, whether they be habits or something like that you're releasing, but to kind of close this out so that you don't keep repeating the same cycles. Because it feels like you may have lost your way with the soul work card coming through. You may have kind of lost that connection with your true essence of who you are, and you may have ignored your guidance system for, whether it be how someone, like the red flags of how someone treats you, or just that gut instinct about someone or a situation. It feels like you may have suppressed that, and you may have ignored that because you've lost that, not lost that connection, but it's not been as strong, and you've not kind of followed it as much, and you may have ignored those hints and signs. And this person is coming in to help you realign with that, and realign with the true essence of who you are and your soul mission and your soul purpose, and to allow you to close out old cycles and to really be able to see and accept those shadow parts of yourself, so that you can heal them, release them, and really change how you do things going forwards. Because we have quite a lot of different energies going on, but they all kind of work together really well in a cohesive way to really shift. It's almost like a shift in mindset that's going on, and a help with the inner conflict, and just really closing out these cycles. So before we end your reading, we're going to grab an oracle card out of this deck, which will give you a piece of advice and a crystal that you can work with if you choose to do so. Obviously, we've already got spirit quartz up there, which you've been drawn to, and there's the diamond that is mentioned in your oracle card that you originally chose, and we'll see what else there is for you. So what closing messages do you have for my pile threes, please, Spirit? What crystal would be beneficial for them to work with right now? Just one, please, Spirit. One card. And pile threes. So we have tangerine quartz with the solar plexus chakra and Shakti. So you may also find the number 5 to be significant, which is all about change. So Shakti. The keywords for this particular card are creativity, self-worth, and playfulness. Shakti is primordial cosmic energy, the balanced energy of Shiva, or masculine energy. She is often described as being the ultimate empowering goddess and the embodiment of creativity and divine feminine energy, which urges you to seek personal or spiritual growth and expansion, and to raise your vibration and consciousness towards enlightenment. Tangerine quartz is used to aid in healing from past life or current trauma wounding, and will radiate joy and courage from its being to yours. When you're able to step into your innocent energy and your playful side, you allow yourself to be received into your divine feminine energy, or Shakti. Working with tangerine quartz activates your solar plexus chakra and aids in raising your vibration, allowing you to restore your sense of self-worth and overcome your innate fears. Tangerine quartz encourages you to feel your natural, playful and childlike curious energy, which in turn can allow you to regenerate and grow passions and spark creativity. So, I hope that this has been helpful. I'm sorry it took a little while to kind of get to the messages and to fully comprehend what was coming out in the cards. But I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all supports the channel. And I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye.